Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Hannah and you're getting another vlog today. Well, technically for me this is going to be taking place between now and Wednesday, Thursday. We'll see how long it takes me, but I'm planning on finishing the two kind of like fan favourites of Jane Austen's. I've started Emma. And I've also got Pride and Prejudice to read. So yeah, this is a vlog of me documenting kind of my introduction to Jane Austen. My initial thoughts on Emma is I'm loving it. I love Jane Austen's writing style. Her prose style is amazing. I think the characters are exactly how they're supposed to be. Yes, a little bit unlikable and a little bit grating, and I know that's a particular kind of critique of Emma as a book, but Emma, like I'm on page, what page am I on? I'm on page 70, and I can already tell that Emma is the type of person to be with the Regency mamas and planning all these matches and things. And yeah, I feel like Emma as a book is going to be really enjoyable. So yeah, that's all I have to say for the introduction. Um this is obviously classic for a reason. Like, Jane Austen is a national treasure in the UK for a reason. So let's keep reading. And I shall update you guys possibly when I cross the 100-page mark. And we're gonna try and get a lot of reading done today, so wish me luck. 10 o'clock in the morning, the next day from when I opened up this vlog. So this is kind of our first update because I feel like I'm finally in the book enough to kind of give you guys that update. So I am now on page 150, I think. No, 145, so not too far off of 150. And I've just finished volume 1 and the drama is cooking. I'm starting to see the appeal of the stories that Jane Austen tells. There is romance, it's all about Regency society, the high society, and it's really giving all of that, and it's giving it from the source because obviously this is material from Regency times. And oh, I'm just having such a good time reading this. Like I said in the introduction, or I can't remember if I did say in the introduction or not, but I am very much aware that Emma has some haters and it has people that are like ride or die for it. I think I'm going to be one of the people that's ride or die for it. I'm not going to say that I agree and find the characters completely flawless, but I think that's the point. I think there are supposed to be like quite obvious, clear flaws in these characters, and particularly in our heroine. And I think that's all a point and you're supposed to see these flaws, and that's a part of the reading experience. So all of that taking into consideration, I'm having such a good time. Yeah, I'm seeing so many themes of kind of like Regency society, the roles in which women were expected to play compared to the roles at which men were expected to play, and kind of the personalities, and just yeah, the personalities Jane Austen is giving to her characters and what that kind of says, and the ways in which Jane Austen is letting her characters kind of break the boundaries or kind of go against the norm of the society, and also the opinions about social class, because particularly in Regency society there is a sense that sometimes social class was actually a bigger kind of obstacle to come over rather than gender, and things like that. So it's really interesting to read about that. So yeah, I'm having a great time. So yeah, I'm gonna continue reading. I'm kind of planning on staying home today because the weather is not great in the slightest. Like in the slightest, the weather is not great. So we're gonna make do with what we've got. We are in Scotland, so it's not surprised that the weather isn't weathering, but yesterday was such a beautiful day. Then today's just came in and ruined all my plans because I did plan on taking my book in the afternoon just to go on a walk, take my dog and my book, and I was just gonna have a great time soaking up the sun. But no such chance. Thank you, Scottish weather, as always, for being who you are, the unpredictable person that you are. Because, the weather deserves to be its own character. But anyway, I've kind of gone on a bit of a tangent. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Emma so far. Like I say, I'm just going to keep on reading. But I thought I'd let you guys know that I've hit my first milestone. And I really hope that now that I've got over the kind of like first kind of chunk, that I'm just gonna fly through the rest a little bit faster than I have. And I mean, I do have a lot more time on my hands today, so we will see. And I've started my reading a lot earlier than I did yesterday because I didn't start reading until the evening yesterday. Whereas I'm going to be stopping and starting reading throughout the day, in between jobs and things like that. So that's the plan anyway. Like I said, I'm gonna go and start reading again, and I shall update you guys later when I feel like I need to update. Sky? Okay, doke. So I wanted to update this Jane Austen vlog. I've got a few things, kind of projects, film projects going on at the moment. I've got this Jane Austen vlog. I leave for London tomorrow. Well, I'm going to Aberdeen tomorrow, staying the night in Aberdeen, and then getting an early Friday morning flight down to London, and I don't come back until Monday. So that's the plan. And this morning I'm also going to be filming a March wrap up and April TBR, so there's something for me to post on Monday while I'm away, because it'll give me time to edit the London vlog. And this Jane Austen vlog is definitely going to take me into I'm going to pick it back up once I come back, if that makes sense. I'm going to take a break while I'm away in London. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, that's the plan. In terms of what I'm thinking about Jane Austen's works at the moment, amazing. Honestly, amazing. I'm loving Emma. I'm like, this book is a masterpiece. The characters are so flawed, the dynamics, the drama, just, it just is everything, like, it's everything. I don't know what else to say, but I'm having such a good time. I can see why this is a classic. I can see why people love this. Why has it taken me so long to pick up a Jane Austen book when I've had Jane Austen books on my shelves since I was a teenager, but I've never picked them up. Such a mistake, but you know, better late than never, you know. I'm having such a great time. I'm on page 214 and I'm going to try and get this little second half of the book read and finished today. I've got a lot of other things going on today. My plan for today is I'm away to film my March wrap up and April TBR in one video. And then I'm going to go ahead and just sit and read until lunch, have some lunch, and then walk the dog, pick up my diabetic supplies from the chemist because I need to make sure that I don't run out of anything while I'm down in London, which is a real danger because I need to get that done. And after that I need to pack. I also need to remember that I need to pack extra stuff for the night that I'm staying in Aberdeen before my flight. And then I'll be able to just read some more, and then hopefully tonight will just be a nice relaxed night. And I'm going to just enjoy a nice relaxed evening while I watch Emma. Hopefully I've finished it by then, and I'll just be sitting watching Emma, ready for my exciting travels to begin. So yeah, today's going to be the last day of this vlog. Until I come back, I'm going to take a little break for the travels and the London vlog. So I hope that all makes sense. But anyway, I hope my next update will be that I have finished this book. Hopefully. So I shall update you guys later. Okay, it is early Thursday morning and I have just finished Emma, and I have a few thoughts. My main thoughts is, if you're still unsure about reading this, it literally is Clueless. Like, I've seen someone, like, I think it was years ago, someone said like, oh, that like Clueless is an adaptation of Emma set in a modern setting. And that's very true. It is just like pure gossip. And there's a lot of themes about gender roles, social class, vanity, and things like that. So it's a classic for a reason. I would just say that the pairing, I feel like the pairing is where all the controversy of this book comes in, and I'm not a fan. If you are, I don't know what to say, but I'm just not. Yeah. I preferred their characters separate, but that's just me. But yeah, that's the kind of final thoughts I have of Emma. I think I'm gonna give Emma maybe like 4.5 stars, something like that. Yeah, I think I can see why this is some people's favorite Jane Austen, but I definitely think I need to read more of her work to decide this. And 4.5 for her most controversial work, I think that kind of is a good omen. So we're gonna see how things go as I read the rest of her works. So as I said yesterday, I'm gonna take a break from reading Jane Austen just for while I'm away on my holiday to London. That's gonna have its own vlog and things. So I will see you guys on the other side of the long weekend that I have down in London, and we will be back reading Jane Austen. So I will see you then. So I am back from London. I've been back since yesterday evening, and I'm still kind of really exhausted, but we're not here to speak about London. If you want to see my London vlog. That gets uploaded before this one, so it'll be the video before this one. At least that's how the schedule's looking at, like, just now. But I wanted to update you that now that I'm back, I'm going to be conquering Pride and Prejudice. And I also want to show you guys my new Jane Austen books, because they're here. Give me 2 seconds. Ooh. Here we go. Here they are in all their glory. I got them from eBay. They are secondhand, but I wasn't worried about getting brand new ones. I was just wanting like matching ones. So this is what they look like. That's Pride and Prejudice. Emma. Manifield Park. Sense and Sensibility. Persuasion. And Northanger Abbey. So that's all of them. So we're going to go ahead and start Pride and Prejudice. So I'm currently on reading sprints with Gavin and Katie Coulson. Gavin's hosting, Katie's joined, and I'm gonna get into this one, and we're going to embark on our second Jane Austen novel. And again, I am sorry I look like this. I'm just so tired, and I've got a bit of a headache and things. I'm feeling not my best, so we're dealing with it, okay? So yeah, let's get into Pride and Prejudice.
How odious I should think them. It is fortunate then that they fall to my lot instead of yours. Pray tell your sister that I long to see her. I have already told her so once by your desire. I'm afraid you don't like your pen. Let me mend it for you. I mend pens remarkably well. Thank you, but I always mend my own. How can you contrive to write so even? He was silent. Tell your sister I am delighted to hear of her improvement on the harp, and pray let her know that I am quite in raptures with her beautiful little design for a table, and I think it infinitely superior to Miss Grantley's.
Okay, so I am incredibly tired, and I've just read the first 100 pages of Pride and Prejudice, and I'm enjoying myself. I think I'm starting to get to know Jane Austen, her style, the kind of stories she's telling, the kind of things that she wants to say with her writing, and I'm here for it. I really do enjoy it. I feel like I'm gonna like the pairing in this book a lot more than I'm going to enjoy the fact that Emma ended up with Mr. Knightley, just because I felt like the age difference between Emma and Mr. Knightley was just a little bit much, and kind of the circumstances and how long they've known each other, how young that would put Emma when they met, that kind of thing. It just doesn't sit right with me, and that's why I think Emma is a little bit more controversial than Jane Austen's other works because of who Emma ends up with. But I'm thinking I'm gonna like this one a lot more. And this is a fan favourite for a reason. So we have 5 sisters. The one that we're kind of like following into our mind is instantly like, and she's the one we're getting to know the most, is Elizabeth. And I really enjoy her character. And we have Mr. Darcy, who isn't incredibly liked. He's came along with a friend, and they're new to the area, and he hasn't set up the most positive light for himself. He hasn't begun a very good reputation for himself. He's seen as rude, doesn't really care for other people, and yeah, he's just seen as a bit rude. And yeah, and the kind of interest with these two is kind of set up from the beginning, whereas with Emma and Knightley it was very much a last minute get together kind of thing. And I think it would have been a big plot twist if you went into it not knowing that Emma and Knightley were getting in together, whereas I think from the beginning of this one you know what's going to happen. Well, not what's going to happen per se, but you know the pairing that you're going to really want to root for from the beginning, because it's there and it's thingy, and he's falling for her first, whereas she's falling. They're like falling at the same time, but he's falling harder and she doesn't know that she's falling yet. So it's great. I'm having a great time. I feel like I've spent too long explaining now, but yeah, so that's the first 100 pages of Pride and Prejudice done. And I'm gonna get some sleep, and there will be more news on this tomorrow, I guess. Sky. Sky. Hey, baby. Gorgeous. You are gorgeous.
About, and obviously they're not telling us who they are or where they've come from or like what their goal is, like what do they want to achieve. And at the end of the book, we still don't really.
Okay, so I just want to give you guys an update. I have to leave and do a couple of errands and walk my dog before I come back and read anymore, but I'm getting through Pride and Prejudice. I'm hoping to get a lot more read today. I'm addicted. I've just got to the part where there's a letter, and this is like an all tell-all letter, and there's so many answers, and it's just solidified in my brain that I'm like, yep, yeah, if you like a romance where they start having like complete contempt for each other, want nothing to do with each other, but there's just slowly but surely this it's very slow burn, and there's like, I don't know how to say it, but the romance is just so well done in this one, as well as the drama and the, like, I feel like Emma is there for the gossip and drama. This is where you go for a Jane Austen romance, whereas Emma's where you go for like the complicated characters, um and the gossip, the and things like that. That's where you go to Emma for a romance. I feel like Pride and Prejudice is my favourite, whereas for the gossip and romance and like other romances, if you know what I mean, but like Emma getting involved, that's what Emma's good for. But for pure romance, I'm here for it. So yeah, I thought I'd let you guys know that's how I'm feeling about the book so far. I feel like Pride and Prejudice is going to like Emma, Pride and Prejudice are like toe and toe, because I really enjoyed the gossipy aspect of Emma. Like, it is just pure gossip and there's a lot of themes and things, and I feel like Pride and Prejudice touches on similar themes. I'm just really much preferring the romance here, and yeah, I'm loving Pride and Prejudice. So I feel like I'm gonna have a really hard time deciding which one I prefer. This is gonna be hard, but yeah, it's gonna be hard. And when I've like read them all, I plan on like doing like a tier ranking video. And I feel like that's gonna be so hard because all of them are gonna have such like good things about them, you know what I mean? But anyway, I have to go run some errands, but yeah, I'm obsessed. Okay, all I'm gonna say is that if you're on the fence about reading Jane Austen, all I'm gonna say is that you're going to be saying, like, no way, shut up. Like, so often, like, the writing and the plot and the characters are top notch. Like, the romances aren't as important to a Jane Austen novel as it's kind of, thought as. Like, they're there and they're prominent and they are romances, but the plot and the writing. uh, yeah, I'm away to go and try and get the next 80 or so pages read, because that's all I've got left of Pride and Prejudice, and I'll be back to give you guys kind of a rounded off, kind of sign off little segment for the vlog. But yeah. Oof! Oof! I'm having such a good time. Yeah. So I will update you guys later, but I thought I would just I just had to say something about what I just read because mm. Okay, so I'm here to quickly wrap up this vlog. So I finished Pride and Prejudice. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars because it was so good. Like, Jane Austen's writing was popping off in this one. The romance was so well written, the drama was so well written, and the characters, the layers, the reveals. Beyond amazing. 5 out of 5. I think I'm going to be thinking about this book for a really long time, which is why I think it is a 5-star for me. I think Jane Austen as an author is going to be a new obsession. I'm so looking forward to continuing this series and reading more of her works. Like, I'm almost tempted to just completely disregard the rest of my TBR and just continue this series and, you know, just continue it on and just read everything back to back. But I have other video plans, I have other commitments in terms of reading, so I'll maybe have to revisit this maybe like next month or something, but oh my gosh. So in this vlog, to recap, I read Emma and then I read Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. These two were amazing. Definitely, I can see why these are the two kind of most famous of Jane Austen's works. Emma is just pure gossip, and the characters are amazing. Again, Jane Austen's writing, and it has a lot of like, oh my gosh, shut up kind of moments, you know what I mean? And oh yeah, and it's like both of them have a lot of substance, which is really refreshing because I feel like a lot of times people look down on any kind of like romance writing because they think that romance writing hasn't got a lot of substance to it, which can be the case, especially with contemporary. But with Jane Austen's, a lot of substance, amazing writing. So I would give this 4 stars. I'm only taking away a star just because I wasn't a fan with who Emma ended up with. If you've read Emma, if you know, you know. It is one of Emma is one of Jane Austen's more controversial. I feel like you either love it or hate it. I do incredibly love it. I just don't love the romance. In this one, love the romance, love the characters, love the writing, love the reveals, everything about it. 5 out of 5. So I mean, those are pretty good ratings. So with all that being said, I look forward to seeing you guys in my next Jane Austen vlog. I'm so tempted to just, you know, put aside the rest of my reading plans and just read Jane Austen like back to back, like all 6, but I have other commitments, I have other video ideas that I need to get underway, so this will probably have to wait until next month or so, but I'm so sad to say that until next time, Jane Austen, you have been an amazing experience, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog, and I shall see you guys in another video. Bye!